A team will begin dragging a 3-ton boulder from Wales to the ancient monument. The organisers say they hope to find an answer to a 4,000-year-old mystery and to have some fun. This summer, Stonehenge could give up one of its most intriguing secrets: how the Bluestones, the smaller inner circle, got to Salisbury Plain. The nearest source is over 200 miles away in Pembrokeshire's Preseli Mountains. Tomorrow, to test the theory that our ancestors moved them, a 3-ton stone will start the journey to Stonehenge.
Take the strain!
Nick Price, the modern-day engineer advising the project, was looking for the answer to a Stone Age question. How many people does it take to move 3 tons?
What we're finding is we're needing far more people than we thought to pull it. Once it's moving, what they're telling me is it's moving quite easily.
Much of the journey will be by water. 2 currachs, cloth-covered boats based on an ancient design, are being built. They'll be lashed together to form a sort of catamaran, with the stone carried between them.
Prehistoric feat of hauling a giant chunk of rock from the Preseli Mountains in Wales to Wiltshire using muscle power alone.
Well, not surprisingly, you might think, volunteers have been hard to find. So the organisers appealed on News West for more assistance, and some of you were kind enough to go along and lend a hand.
This is what happened.
On Saturday morning, the pulling teams named the stone Elvis. Once they got it rolling, they called it Jagger. When it slid out of control, it was called a string of Welsh expletives.
Everybody clear!
This is the second weekend the volunteers have been manhandling the stone. Now, into their stride, they faced their first obstacle, a steep hill down to a narrow bridge.
Personally, I'm quite glad it's happened now on a fairly small slope. We can control it, even though it was to a lesser degree. The main thing now is to make sure we don't damage the bridge and that nobody, the volunteers, get injured. 1, 2, 3, come on,
But what slid down has to be pulled all the way up the other side. Volunteers have come from as far afield as Northumberland and Arizona in America to help move the stone another mile or 2 towards Stonehenge.
This is the highlight of my trip, really. Since I've been out here about a week and a half, and I'm going back in 2 days.
We've got people here, isn't going nowhere near them. Geordies, we've got an American here today, we've got an Australian here today. They're joining in for the fun.
American heritage and English heritage.
Merlin had even come from Bristol.
Come on, we're nearly there!
They are now more than 3 miles into the journey to Stonehenge. The next target is to reach the sea, now just 12 miles away, where the Bluestone will be handed over to a team of rowers for the sea journey up the Bristol Channel to Avonmouth.
We passed the point we wanted to. Okay? Come on!
Come on!
Yeah! Turn round and look at what you've just pulled the Millenium stone up. Well done.
Let's have a check of people.
Yeah, well done. Makes lugging the